It's helped support entrepreneurs, kind of drive those people forward. When they set goals, it helps them achieve those goals. It's just a safe space for entrepreneurs to get guidance and experience share.
Yeah, so the chapter started October 2010 here in Halifax. We had a really small gathering at a local entrepreneur, Rob Steele's house. And so we organized the chapter launch. And the idea, I believe back then, was you need 14 members. So we had the late Ron Joyce, who created Tim Hortons, the founder of Tim Hortons. We had the baseball player Kelly Gruber and a guy named Eric Boyko, who runs Stingray Digital, very successful company, who was an EO member. That was the mix of people that came to Rob Steele's house to encourage people to join this thing called Entrepreneurs Organization. It went off very successful. I think we had 14 founding members at that time. Very successful. So much so that when we showed up to the first GLC in Chicago, and we didn't know this, but we got an award for the best global chapter launch. And so it was a pretty big deal. And people were like, what? How did these people in Atlantic Canada figure out how to get those types of names for this launch? And we didn't know about it, which kind of shows you the entrepreneur spirit of just kind of having a vision and running with something.
I would say EO's changed me in ways where it's opened my mind a bit more. I was a fairly conservative, well, still am, a business owner. And I think being exposed to other business owners, it allowed me to just see different ways to do things, maybe increase my risk threshold and realize, other people just like me are doing things. Why can't I sort of do the same thing? So I would say that would be the main thing of how it sort of evolved. I may have been sort of more of a conservative type business owner as opposed to maybe having a broader view now.
We all joined, a group of us joined, and then in, I believe it was November-ish, we all did forum training, which of course none of us had a clue what that meant. So we all did forum training. A girl from New York, I believe, came up and talked to us. And then February 2011, we hadn't really done much yet as a chapter. We had a retreat at Old Orchard Inn in the Valley in Annapolis. We all got together, all the members got together that were there. A couple of days planned out for us, and we all got to know each other and did a whole bunch of exercises, and some speakers come in and just talk about a bunch of stuff, and it was incredible, right? So that was I actually joined the board after that. It was fantastic, right? So yeah, quite a first impression. It was pretty awesome.
EO has given me confidence. I would say Forum provides a safe haven to run ideas through a group of people that have a vested interest in your success in life. I think there's benefits that I have experienced both personally from a family perspective in supporting, owning a business, operating a business with a young family, and making sure that everybody's okay in that process. But I think also professionally, the exposure to the learning events have been phenomenal. If you can be a part of EO and Pathway to Leadership, that's like getting an MBA in life. Even today, I picked up the phone and called an EO member. I hadn't spoken to her in a long time, but I just know she would take my call. I'm looking at a business transaction. We were just chit-chatting. Like, having that Rolodex is huge. Knowing that anyone in EO could call me or I could call them, and they'll take your call and you can work through a scenario. You don't even need to warm them up. In the conversation, everyone is coming from a place of confidentiality, support, experience share. Like, there's always something to offer, and you can't do that. There is no cold calls. This is all warm calls, warm contacts. Let me help you. Let me connect you. It's an amazing network of people that only want you and our region to do extremely well.
When I heard about EO, I heard about it as a place that you could just share your challenges. What I know today, I'm a father of 3 kids, and husband to a great wife who's also in EO. I know that it makes you a better individual, right? And so, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know that EO would push you to be a better partner, a community member, father, and so I really like it for those reasons, because I think if you're the best version of yourself, you're also the best business leader that you can be. I would also say that even though I had joined again because my understanding was I could share challenges, it's nice to be able to high-five people when you're doing really well. There's this old saying, entrepreneurship's lonely at the top, and when I used to hear that, I used to think that it's because I could go on a trip that my friends couldn't go on. That's BS. That's not what it was for. It was that there's some really challenging times that it's nice to have a bit of your own community that you can share that with. But there's also some great times where you don't get to share. It's kind of like, what's this all for? I hit a home run yesterday. I want to be able to celebrate, where typically that would be seen as you're bragging. In EO, people are super excited to hear about your success and help you with their own experiences with your challenges. And so it's very, very strong community.